Everybody, consciousness of economics and urban farm projecto. All right, so I cut all the sunflower plants down. So back when I started, you could go back, there was nothing in this whole area and down along the back side of the fence. And you can see we got lots of stuff down there. So all this that grew, the giant Hopi sunflowers, the sorghum, the holy basil, the lemon balm, the strawberries, all the little onions, because most of these little onions, see these guys? I planted because they came from somewhere else on the property, and they're really good at keeping bugs away. I've been using them for years, just plant a few little onions here and there. Look how great the strawberry plants look. I mean, all along the whole site. Look at these guys. And it's cold out right now, but they're thriving. Because I invented this really good environment for them. And everything I got and collected and sourced was free. All the seeds and plants and everything. I didn't buy one thing. So, yeah, so you can see how I've left a whole bunch of these sunflower heads all over. Well, we have some rabbits and we have little chipmunks. And so when I took the sunflower heads off, as you can see, there's a bunch of them kind of all over. See? I have to leave a third, right? So I have to leave a third for the animals and these little carcasses will break down into mulch. Notice how I've left the sunflower bottoms because I want the roots to break down and that nutrient stay in the soil. And eventually, probably by spring, these sunflower tops will be so dry, they'll just fall over and continue to break down. And these little sunflower head carcasses too. I mean, look at these little things, even without the seeds in them. Super great mulch, right? It's heavy enough that it doesn't blow away and it'll break down into some really good material. So these strawberry plants were in the garden and I had dug them up and planted all the strawberries everywhere. And look how amazing they're doing. And then the lemon balm, like I said, and the holy basil and the onions and sorghum. What else? I'm trying to think what else I planted in here. Sunflowers, Hopi sunflowers. Yeah, so now look at how beautiful. I mean, even though it's fall, look at how it went from sand to something medicinal, right? And food. The other thing too is like you want to, early on in the harvest, I took the big heads and dried them and have a ton of seeds to share with other people and some native people in the area. And then this is going to be the bird. That one down there is like for the little chipmunks and the rabbits, the sunflower heads. And then up here, I noticed that the little teeny birds were having a really hard time on the stalks, where they were moving back and forth. And so I decided to take the heads off and put them on a table where the birds have a lot better access to them, especially the little guys. So anyway, it's kind of cool because they're already like flying by and checking out what's going on. Okay, and then this will be the debris. If I had a compost, and I don't, I wish I did, but compost is a weird issue for a lot of people. But I would put all my stalks in that compost. I'd put every little bit of material in the compost. I'd even put all these tomato plants that I'm putting in the garbage in the compost. But so anyway, we're in the process of cleaning it all up. Like I said, I'm going to leave the Tulsi and the lemon balm seed. You can see the seeds on the plants. I'm going to leave those just a little bit longer, just because birds can eat them. And a lot of those seeds are going to enter the ground and come back up next year. And yeah, so we're pretty excited. Look, there's even like a little fresh, look at that fresh little piece of lemon balm in there. I better have a little bite. Let me just have a little taste. It was hiding under all the stuff. Look at that. So good. Lemon balm, you can like pick off. So I'll tell you the salad project story. Excuse me. So a few years ago, well, actually like 10, when I got out of school, I really wanted to like grow stuff. Had this backyard, and I put in like 2 big wood frame garden, dragged in all the soil. It's kind of in the urban setting. So I decided to grow all these plants that I could make a salad from. And then I ended up sharing them. But I had oregano and lemon balm and lemon verbena. I also grew radishes, cucumbers, and like I think 4 kind of varieties of lettuce and 1 kale. And so basically what I would do is, I would even cut the cucumber leaves. I mean, they're kind of furry, but they have a ton of nutrient in them. So everybody would get a bag of a few lettuces, some kale, and then on top they get some radish leaves, a couple radishes. They would get the cucumber leaves, a cucumber, and then they'd get a whole bunch of lemon verbena, lemon balm, and oregano on top. Because oregano is super good to take all the time. I mean, it's antimicrobial, viral, bacterial. I mean, if you're eating it fresh a little bit in your salad every day, it's good. So anyway, people would call me and they wouldn't know what to do. And I'd have to go over there and show them how to make a salad in the way that I, made a salad and thought about making a salad before I made the garden. Anyway, so it's good to have little herbs. Like next year, there'll be a lot more tulsi or holy basil. And those little leaves can be grabbed and cut up and, thrown onto a salad in order to, it's all these plants are medicinal and edible and, want to take care of you and help you. So, So anyway, now I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to work on harvesting a whole bunch of lettuce. Tomorrow night is our big freeze. So I want to make sure, or the big freeze. We've had freezing, and the lettuce freezes over and then thaws itself every day. I consider that a miracle and been really grateful that it keeps feeding me every single day that it's grown against all odds. It's just been fantastic. It's been a good teacher to me this year about belief systems, and even with growing food and farming belief systems and getting out of those belief systems. So now I'm going to harvest a whole bunch of the lettuce. I'm going to share it with like a few people. And then that way, if it freezes solid, I will have used it and respected it and to the very end, right? All right. So that's what I'm doing next. Consciousness of Economics and Urban Farm Project, Bridget Lynn Dolgoff.